So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Doing a Couch. Today, I'm joined by the band Owls and Aliens, who just released an album, a self-titled album, 2 weeks ago. And we're here to talk about the album, talk about music and other stuff. So you guys are from Oregon, and you kind of look like very surfer dudes with all the
That might be the time of the season, actually.
Yeah. It's
So
summer.
how's everything up there in Oregon?
It's good. It's hot. We've been going through a heat wave right now. We've had triple digit weather for like a week or two, and it's starting to cool down, which is nice. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's been good. We just
I,
got
I would feel bad for you, but I'm in Miami, which is almost always hot.
and humid. So it's not humid here, which is nice.
Lucky you.
You can't escape the heat here. So guys, so I was listening to the debut album, and it's got a little bit of classic rock, it's got a little bit of alternative, it's got some different elements to it. So it's a very fun record that it had that old school like 90s type of feel to it. So I know the name Owls and Aliens. Does that have to do, with the theories of people getting abducted by aliens, that they say that they see owls as well, where the aliens, before the aliens take them? Is that the inspiration for the band name?
No, it's not the inspiration,
But if you want it to be, then absolutely.
yeah, I mean, kind of.
Okay, yeah. I thought because there's a connection between people that get abducted by aliens and owl sightings. So I thought maybe that's
that
the
myself for
Yeah.
a long time.
And actually, where we live too here in Klamath Falls, there's not only lots of aliens, but we've got a big air base out here, and there's lots of different theories about alien activity that's happened. And so, yeah, I mean, who knows?
Okay, so yeah, I thought it was that because the name. Then why did you pick Owls and Aliens if it wasn't for that reason?
Oh,
That's
wow.
kind of a long, convoluted answer, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The long version or the short version?
Give me the Wikipedia version.
Wikipedia version. Okay, so we kind of had an owl theme going for a while, and we started off with "I Just Kissed an Owl." We said that was no good, so then we wound up with this name called Night Owl, and we were using that, and we even recorded some demos, and we played our first show under that name. And when we tried to release these demos, they got put under a rapper, like this Chicano rapper who had been in the game for like 30 years. And so we were like, shoot, okay, well, this isn't going to work. So let's change the name. And we really wanted to stick with the owl theme because we just kind of hung on to it. We liked it. And also his sister had drawn this like really cool owl artwork for us. And we wanted to utilize it. And somehow Owls and Aliens came up. We liked the flow.
We all agreed on it.
Yeah,
So-
we all agreed on
probably
it.
drunk, just throwing ideas out, and all of us just screamed, "Yeah, that was it."
It's hard to get five guys to all agree on one idea, one name. When we started this band, we didn't want it to be about just one person. It's our band, so we all want to agree on everything that we do, and that was
Like
important.
unanimously.
Even,
So
even with the band name.
I thought it sounded great because it sounded like a children's book.
Yeah,
Yeah, and look at me and thinking about, oh, maybe it's because of aliens, abductions, and owls. I made it darker. But yeah, no, it's there's a lot of like hard rock bands from the 80s who had the Guns and the Roses, and lots of bands that mix two elements together. So yeah, that's what I thought about the name. So I'm like, I wonder if someone has asked them if it's because of alien abductions and owls, but now we can lay to rest. No, it's not because of that. So
we do
You
utilize
guys,
that theme a lot though, like in our artwork and stuff. Like
yeah,
it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
yeah, no, it is a lot of fun. So I know that the album has lots of styles, like I mentioned. For you guys growing up, what were your main musical influences?
We have to go one at a time. Justin, why don't you start?
Yeah, of course.
no, we should start with our guitarists.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of our sound comes from our two guitarists and what they have going on.
Well, I myself, I grew up in a lot of grunge and punk rock and pop punk, a little bit of ska. I love anything 90s influence. Like, I'm a huge 90s guy, so anything 90s related, I'm down to listen to. Jeff, on the other hand, he's a bit more old school. So Jeff, tell him what you like.
I grew up primarily, it all started with AC/DC from the get-go.
Nice.
Loud, hard, high voltage, nonstop rock and roll. There's no breaks. You put it all in, and then it evolved into funk and Motown and oldies. And then it really, it evolved from there, but I always held it, my musical style held back in the 70s and the 80s, some of the 60s. But a lot of Van Halen, a lot of Ozzy, a lot of Rush. The Police was a big influence on me as far as like melodies and stuff. I mean, you could go as far as Def Leppard if you want. But
The Clippers a great band.
yeah, I tried to gather a lot of information from different guitar players from different bands. So a lot of bands that I like because of their guitar players. So
One band that we got to give credit to that was the bridge between our two, influences is Blind Melon.
Totally.
When we started listening to Blind Melon together a lot, that really kind of clicked in our chemistry. So yeah, we got to give a shout out to Blind Melon. That was big for us.
Yeah, Blind Melon was a great band, short-lived band, unfortunately, but yeah, very
Yeah, all right, Shannon Hoon.
Yeah.
yeah. So what about, let's see, what about the singer? What were your main, because there's some songs on this album that you have like some different singing styles, like more like you said, AC. I could listen to different types of singing on depending on which song it was. So I was wondering what the singing influences were for you.
Oh man. So I think over what they do, I throw a lot of like 2000s like metalcore influence over most of it, like Asking Alexandria or Avenged Sevenfold or Bullet for My Valentine, Bring Me the Horizon, bands like that. And that's kind of where I get a lot of my, like, at least the heavy vocal influence from. And then I don't know where I have the singer songwriter side to me as well. So, I love Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
But I love all classic rock, which I think most of us do. So we kind of just have a blend of classic rock with hardcore vocals over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's like there's some hard. Yeah, that type of style with the classic rock meshing together. So I know that the first single that you guys released, Mercy, was released back in 2020. Was that one of the first songs that you guys wrote as a band?
It was one of the first ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the first 4 or 5 that we wrote in our early sections. And that was the one reason why we wanted to release it first. And we also felt that it was kind of just like an overall dynamic song that kind of gave you a taste of a little bit of everything that we have in store.
at least at that point in time,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
I felt like we picked it because it was such a well-arranged song and it had a lot of ups and downs.
Right.
Yeah, so it was a good introduction, to the band, so people could get to know the band and get to know to the styles that you're playing.
Right. Make you want more too.
Yeah, of course. So recording this debut album, how was the recording and writing process for you guys for this album?
It was crazy. It's been a long journey.
It was hot.
Yeah. It started out really fast. We pumped out a bunch of songs like within 6 months. We had an album's worth of material. And
We
so
were just playing shows and
yeah, and we knew we wanted to try to get it recorded. So we had met some people and got some contacts and wound up hooking up with a dude in Sacramento. His name is Sean Stack. And that's where we recorded Mercy. And that's where we recorded You Can't Save Everyone. And we even got a couple other songs started over there. And then it was in 2020 during the summer, we had some sessions scheduled and we had to cancel them because of the pandemic. And that was indefinitely. He didn't know when he was going to open up again. So a few months went by and I called him back up and I'm like, hey, just checking in. What's going on? And he said, I'm actually planning on moving to Austin, Texas. And we were like, oh snap, because we were about a third of the way recording with him and we wanted to finish. So it took us a while to formulate and figure out a plan, and he had to build and finish his studio because he was building a studio from scratch. So that took about a year and a half, or a little less than a year and a half in between from when we had started in July to when we were able to actually go back in September of 2021. And then we spent 2 weeks in his home studio.
shout out Fat Cat.
Yeah, out in the hill country, gorgeous area. We recorded 12 hours a day, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. We took the weekend off and had a good time in the city. And then, yeah, we had those 2 weeks and then we drove back home. It was a blast. It was an adventure for all of us.
Amazing adventure.
Yeah, halfway across the country with all this.
It's everything you think.
So you did it old school, like the like when Nirvana did Nevermind. You already had the song, so you drove and you went there, worked to get them all on tape and get out. So
Yeah.
That's a 90s mentality, you know, like
Yeah.
and it has the first song, the like You Can't Save Everyone. That's a great album opener, you know, because it starts with lots of energy.
Right.
One song that I like a lot, and it hasn't been released as a single. I think my favorite song was The Void.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like kind of different. What is that song about? And would you release that one as a single?
so this is a good moment to highlight Nick. Nick was the final piece of this band. And once he had joined, we were jamming, and it was probably only the first or second session he started jamming that riff, The Void, and we all kind of just stopped and we were like, "Whoa, this is
That's the song right there.
very different." And then I threw kind of that drum beat over it, and he really liked the
how slow
slow
it was.
heaviness over it.
Gives like a crawling feeling.
Yeah, so that's how it started there. And I'll leave it at
Mhm.
that, and then you can take over.
Yeah, just the bass line, it was so simple, and I didn't really, like, melodically, I didn't want to follow the bass line exactly, so I just kind of like was kind of wavy over the top of it, and then when it kicks in, I like hold out longer notes for contrast, just to kind of separate the sections.
Yeah, and the guitars just keep it really eerie. It's just got that, eerie vibe.
Yeah, it's a different vibe, but the theme. What's the theme of The Void? What is it about?
I guess it's about if you don't have a purpose, then you're gonna fill up your life with distractions, and
Junk.
don't fall into those distractions. Keep your eye on what you actually want to do. Don't fall into those.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
believe-
nice. And I liked it because it had like a different style to it. So I thought that one stood out to me a lot when I was listening to the album. I know that the new single that you released is The Vices. What was the inspiration for that one? That one has a pretty cool riff too, as well.
So Vices is actually the song that I'm singing on, but Dustin is backing me up on with the screams and stuff, and Nikki too as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so that song actually, the riff actually started out with Jeff, right?
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh,
riff
yeah.
did.
That opening riff.
Yeah.
That was
Kind
a
of like
banger.
a Def Leppard influence almost. to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely had to have a nice, very strong punch to that riff too. So,
That was a good like riff that got you two like really connected as guitar
yeah,
players.
Travis wrote all of the lyrical parts to it, and I've handled pretty much, 80% of the guitar work on it.
Mhm.
Dustin helped with the rest of it, bridging the choruses and the bridges, connecting the main parts to the rhythm parts. He was very instrumental with that. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
huge.
it's a fun song.
Yeah.
It's one of our more fun songs to play live, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a
There's
blast.
definitely a lot going on with that song.
Yeah, and I remember Nick really was the one that brought out the da da,
Yeah.
because you held those two notes da da.
Yeah,
And,
the accents, right?
yeah.
Nice. So when you guys are now, recording and playing, what are some other hobbies that you like to do on your spare time?
Like to drink.
Water, of course.
Well, we're all pretty busy. We all work, we all got our lives.
Yeah.
Jeff and I like to skate. Dakota will skate with us sometimes, when we're not working, but
We like to go outside a lot. We like to go discover like waterfalls and different just like trails and places that are really beautiful because Oregon has so many places to offer, lakes and rivers, and we
Jeff
go-
and I just went camping last night at a waterfall, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of the music videos are mostly outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're mostly outside, so you can feel the place where you are, like to incorporate it
Yeah.
in the into the music. So yeah, I was looking at the music videos, and there's nature all around. So
Yeah.
you having would you ever get like an owl mascot? Like Iron Maiden has Eddie, Megadeth has Big. Would you get like an evil owl like
We
that
are
one.
not
That's
here.
We
Yeah.
actually said that exact
We
same thing.
incorporate
Yeah.
the owl kind of in everything we do.
His name's
Like,
Sammy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. we
Show
have
him.
names
Like
for the
Iron
Sammy
Man,
owl.
Iron Maiden has Eddie, we have Sammy, the owl.
Right.
We do have a
Yeah.
little tiny stuffed owl that
Can
we
we
take
bring
with us
along?
on the
On
road.
all of our merch, there's an owl and it's always got the 3 eyes and it's.
And I think
Yeah.
with our artwork, it's like endless with that.
It's pretty
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, maybe for when you do like the next album, like every album cover, you should have the owl doing different shit.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
owl is to be incorporated in the first album.
Yes.
There is something, it's just not on the front cover, but
Yeah, on the physical copy, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because the right now I know it's do you have it physical or is it only digital for now?
For now, it's only digital, but we are in the middle of final production, so
Mhm.
it's just they're back ordered. So it's going to be probably another 2 or 3 months, and then we'll have some limited edition vinyls out. And depending on how demanded they are, we may order some more.
Yeah.
So
It's Adele's fault for printing so many
Thanks,
vinyl
man.
copies for her last album that she made everyone else like being taking a longer time. So yeah, so the album cover for the new album is not because the one is not the one that we have digitally, which is the O and the L black. Is there another alternate album cover for the debut?
no, that'll be the front album cover, but the back will have something with Sammy on it, and that's all I'll say.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so
Right.
Sammy the Owl. So yeah, you guys should like have someone like dress as a huge owl and come on
That'd
stage.
be cool.
You know, where I'm from, originally I'm from Puerto Rico. There's a band called Fulminator, and they had like a robot.
Oh, nice.
And the robot comes and shoots like lasers at people. Like maybe you could have the owl like shoot lasers from its eyes and
Third
and
eye.
just
Yes.
just be evil as shit.
Yeah, there
I
you
like
go.
that a lot.
That'd be cool. That's a good idea.
I was
yeah.
actually on a walk yesterday around the college here, and I saw 2 owls, and they were like followed us. It was like kind of creepy, but also really beautiful. It was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, just
So how did that fascination with owls begin? Who like?
I don't know really. Like I went to OIT, and the mascot's the owls there. So I love
Okay.
them. But that's not really why it happened. That's just more of a coincidence.
I don't know.
It just, the idea just kind of fell into our lap. There's not
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
any deep meaning behind it, we just, it took us so long to agree on something, so when we finally had an idea that we all lingered to, it just evolved from there.
And it made
No.
a lot of sense. The name made a lot of sense for us.
No, it makes sense. At least you're not named Hubastank.
Amen.
Hey, I'd
That
still go
name
see
is
that
so
show.
bad that it's actually good.
Right.
Yeah, like what the fuck is a Hubastank? Yeah, that's one of those names that like what the hell. But yeah, no, the album is really fun. I think for people who like classic rock, like that alternative rock from the 90s. And also, like you mentioned that Asking Alexandria and those bands mix in, I think they will enjoy it because that's kind of the mix of the album. So yeah, it's a pretty cool debut, and I know that you guys have some shows coming right now. Where are you guys playing soon?
Yeah, so we're hopefully we'll be hitting the road next weekend and heading to Idaho and Utah. So Idaho Falls, Pocatello, and Ogden, Utah. And then we've got some shows local in our hometown area the weekend after that in the Rogue Valley in Medford and Ashland. There's 2 festivals we're playing at. One's called the Rogue Fest 2022, and that other one is called Rock Fest. And they're back-to-back days for us. So we'll have fun there. And then we've got some stuff coming in September and October that's being planned right now. So
Nice. That last fest, Rock Fest, like who the hell named it? Like, couldn't
Well,
they
it's-
think of
it's
like a better name?
well, no, it's actually called Rock Fest,
Oh, I'm like Rock Fest. Okay, thank you.
but because the place is called the people running it's called Rocka Ferry. Like,
Oh,
the name of the place. So it's
They
called
collect rocks.
oh, nice.
And fairies,
And fairies. The ferries collect the rocks for them.
fairy rocks.
Yeah.
I actually have a collection of.
They built the
fairies.
stanch out of fairy rocks.
Don't
Yeah.
do the rocks because you'll see fairies.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it though. Rocka Fest.
Rockfest.
Rock Fest. Nice. So yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be lots of fun. So I'll put in on the comment, like on the for the video, I'll put like the link to so people can go into your website and get to know more about the band, and hopefully like soon people can pre-order those vinyls. Will you have like straight like just black vinyl, or will you have some with those nice colors in it?
It's gonna be just black. We're actually, a lot of our stuff is black and white. We might do something later down the road, but this first edition is just gonna be that classic black and white.
Yeah, right now people go crazy with some of the colors that they do for the vinyl. Sometimes too much.
Yeah, it is pretty nuts out there, but it's cool too. I like it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool, especially for people that collect vinyl. So, if you had to like, before I let you guys go, if you had to like do a dream tour opening for any band, which band would it be?
We're all gonna have very different answers.
The
Yeah.
original Boston.
Oh man,
Okay,
Beethoven.
I love My
Answers
Chemical
the other day.
Romance. I think My Chemical Romance.
Beethoven, that's amazing.
I think we fit
Beethoven,
well with
bro.
like a day to remember.
I'm gonna say
Deftones.
Deftones for me. Deftones.
Deftones. Yeah, I love Deftones, so I would go with that one. And My Chemical Romance, yeah, they're touring now.
yeah,
Yeah, they are.
I'd probably go with Beartooth. I think that'd be
I
awesome.
think we fit well with theirs.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun energy.
Yeah, so yeah,
Powerline.
Yeah, Powerline from Goofy. Movie.
Yeah, that absolutely.
Powerline.
Yeah, from a Goofy movie, the movie.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
which one? Which
A
movie?
Goofy movie?
It's a
The
cartoon
Goofy,
movie.
the Who movie? The Goofy movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Disney movie, a cartoon Disney movie from the 90s.
Oh no, I have Disney Plus, but I missed the Goofy movie.
One thing you're gonna take away from this interview.
You gotta
It's
watch
to
the Goofy movie.
We're on to you, sir.
I'll need to watch the Goofy movie.
Yes.
Yeah. They only
Yeah.
got the biggest rock star on the planet on there, man.
Our band will make a lot more sense too.
Okay. When I watch the Goofy movie, yeah,
That's
I'll-
actually
I'll-
all of our inspiration.
Yes.
nice. So guys, I want to thank you for taking some time to talk with me. Everyone check out Owls and Aliens, their debut self-titled. You can stream it in different platforms, and soon it will be out physically. So you guys that like it, can go ahead and support and buy music. So anything like you like to say to people who are watching this video before we go?
We love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Drink with us sometime.
Drink water.
Nice.
Awesome rock and roll. Thanks everybody, and thank you Hector for having us on here.
You're the man.
Yeah. we
Thank
really
you.
do-
Hey, you guys.
We'll try to get to Miami next spring. Maybe.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I would love to go see you guys play. So people check out Owls and Aliens. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield doing a couch, and I'll see you right here on the couch. Thank you
Thank you.
and rock on.